Have you ever looked at pictures of cities in Japan and just wondered what makes them so incredible? They seem to get so many things right that other places struggle with. Well, today we're diving into the secret behind it all.
You might have seen this floating around online. And, it really hits on something important. For anyone who loves cities, spending time in a place like Tokyo can completely rewire your brain. It shows you a totally different way of doing things. But what exactly is that way?
So when you ask people this, you tend to get the same answers, right? You hear about the amazing mix of shops and homes, the lively public spaces, and of course, that world-famous public transit. And look, all of that is absolutely true. They're huge pieces of the puzzle, but they aren't the whole story.
There's this one fundamental piece that's almost always overlooked. It's the secret ingredient, the one thing that makes all that other great stuff even possible. So what is it? What's the master key to Japan's urban success?
Believe it or not, it's this. The simple, humble, narrow residential street. It might not look like much, but this is the foundational building block. This is the unsung hero of the Japanese city, the thread that ties the whole beautiful fabric together.
Think about the psychology of a street that's only about 5 meters wide. It just feels natural to walk right down the middle of it. And that sends a powerful subconscious signal to any driver who enters, hey, you're a guest here. This space isn't just for you. The result? Cars automatically slow down, it's quieter, and the whole street is designed around the comfort of people, not cars.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, how is this even possible? I mean, these kinds of streets aren't just in a few cute historic districts. They're everywhere, all across the country. That can't be an accident. It has to be built into the system itself.
To really get why Japan is so different, we've got to look at how things are usually done elsewhere, especially in North America. The dominant model is something called Euclidean zoning. Basically, it's a rule book that says you have to keep everything separate. You have a zone for houses over here, a zone for shops way over there, and a zone for offices somewhere else. And what does that lead to? You have to drive. Everywhere. For everything.
And here's where you see the two paths really diverge. Japan's zoning is set at the national level, and it's what you'd call permissive. That means by default, it allows a mix of things. You can have a small cafe, an apartment building, and single-family houses all on the same block. And that naturally creates walkable neighborhoods. It's the total opposite of the strict separation in North America that forces everyone into a car.
And wow, those different philosophies lead to different places. On the left, a typical train station in Japan is a buzzing hub of activity, packed with hundreds of shops and restaurants and homes. It's a destination in itself. On the right, a comparable Canadian station? Well, it's a giant parking lot. It's a space that's not for people, it's just for storing cars.
Okay, but wait a minute. If you have all these narrow streets and mixed-use neighborhoods, a new problem comes up. You might have noticed something missing from those photos. Parked cars. So if they're not on the street, where in the world do they go?
Well, the answer is a brilliantly simple but powerful rule called shako shomei, or proof of parking. The process is exactly what it sounds like. You literally cannot buy a car until you can prove to the police that you have a dedicated off-street parking spot for it. It's a game changer. The government basically says that storing your private property, your car, is your responsibility, not the public's. And the impact of this one rule is just massive. I mean, the moment you take parked cars off the street, everything feels wider, safer, and so much more inviting. Visibility is better for everyone, and you completely eliminate that traffic of people just endlessly circling, hunting for a parking spot. It frees up an incredible amount of valuable public space.
And it doesn't stop there. This whole system, the narrow streets, the proof of parking rule, it has another really fascinating side effect. It actually starts to shape the design of the cars people drive.
And this gets to the heart of two totally different ways of thinking. In Japan, they regulate the cars to fit the city. This is why tiny, super-efficient K cars are so popular. In the United States, it's the other way around. They regulate the city to fit the cars, constantly making roads wider and wider to accommodate ever larger vehicles. Now, it would be really easy to just end things here and say, wow, Japan has it all figured out. But the reality is so much more complicated. Because beneath this beautiful surface, there's a huge battle being fought over the future of these very cities.
Take a look at this street. It's just a perfect example of everything we've been talking about. It's quiet, it's walkable, it's full of life. It's a wonderful human-scale place to live. And the whole thing is going to be demolished. This exact street and hundreds of others just like it are literally slated to be bulldozed.
Why? To build this, a
a massive 4-lane road designed only for cars, slicing right through the heart of the community. And this isn't some old plan from the 1960s. This is happening right now, today.
So you see, Japan is standing at a crossroads, caught between two completely different futures. On one side, you have the human-scale city we've been admiring, the one built around people, trains, and walkable neighborhoods. But on the other side, you have this powerful, car-centric model pushed by a huge auto industry that's willing to bulldoze these wonderful places just to make way for more traffic. It's a battle for the very soul of the city.
So that leaves us with one last really important question. Japan's cities show us what's possible when we put people first, but they also show us just how fragile that vision can be. As they stand at this fork in the road, it kind of forces us to look in the mirror and ask, which of these two paths are our own cities on?